Hi everybody, welcome to a low on health game video review. These are basically kind of my supplemental materials to the write-ups that I'm no longer doing for the games that I play. What I'm doing now, I'm just going to basically go over my bullet points for the games off of the notes. I write constant notes when I play video games, and what I'm going to do now is just kind of briefly go over those games. Today I will be going over Lost Planet 2 and Alan Wake. So let's go ahead and start here with Lost Planet 2. It's of course released for the Xbox 360, as we all know that. I don't know why I'm even bothering saying that. Let's go kind of play this in the background here. Lost Planet overall, the presentation wasn't that great, nor was the gameplay, design, or even the story. Overall, I kind of gave the game a solid 6, 6.25. It all depends on your thing. Well, greatly, this game feels a little bit of skewed towards the co-op element of it. You have your AI teammates with you, but they really aren't that great. It seems like this game was really designed for a 4-player co-op, or even basically having somebody else, a human partner with you, to get through it. Honestly, I don't even know why they made a Lost Planet 2. The first Lost Planet was great. This one almost just seems like a cash-in. And actually, after playing it, this game really started to remind me of kind of like a Monster Hunter type of game. Of course, it's done by Capcom, but I think that's what they were trying to do with a console, was bring it over. Because, I mean, if most of you probably who know about this game had played the demo, and you can kind of get a vibe from the demo how the controls just really aren't that great. It isn't there. I mean, it's a third-person shooter, but it just doesn't feel there. It has mechs, but they're not really that great. It's just really weird. I didn't really get a sense for this world, and what really irked me, got me stop playing this game altogether, is it doesn't really kind of have a narrative whatsoever. It basically just kind of throws you out there and just kind of jumps from faction to faction as you play their little area. And I just really did not enjoy that whatsoever. It's very disconnected, and I just didn't like the idea of there no name droppings. Everybody has masks on and covered. You don't know who's who, and it just basically expects you to get from point A to point B and get through it. And getting from point A to point B, it's broken up into like little chapters or mission points, and those things can take sometimes under 5 minutes to beat, or under 10 minutes, and it just feels very disjointed, like you're stopping and going. I just really didn't enjoy that, and I didn't really enjoy the game overall. I mean, the presentation, like I said, it wasn't that great. The gameplay, the controls weren't there, and the design, it was just very kind of choppy and really no story whatsoever. So I didn't really much enjoy it at all, and a lot of people are wondering why they even bothered with this, and I just honestly can't recommend it. Like I said, it's a solid 6, but I don't know. Moving on here, let's go ahead and go on to Alan Wake. Now, Alan Wake is of course kind of a survival horror game, kind of along. I almost want to say along the lines of the Silent Hill games. It's probably, but kind of more actiony. Alan Wake for me, it had decent presentation, really good design, gameplay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of kind of the tank controls and whatnot, but I did enjoy the story, which was nice. Overall, I enjoyed this game. It's a dark game. It's a survival horror type of game. The controls are there. I mean, really what sells for me these types of games is their narrative, how basically the story of the game, in which case you're a writer and whatnot going to a small town to kind of get over everything. And what kind of irks me to a point is at certain moments in the game, you kind of get the vibe where his wife gets kidnapped and people are asking you to do stuff for him to get her back and whatnot, and he will do anything. He's not going to the cops. He's like, I gotta save my wife, I gotta do this, and I really, really hate that rationale. I hate when people will just lose all logical stuff, and I gotta do it for my wife, I gotta save my kid, and they'll just do whatever because they think that's gonna get them back. And honestly, I don't know the numbers, but from what movies and TV and games have shown me, that never works out, where you just kind of don't go to the cops and you kind of try to do your own thing. Usually it just doesn't work out. I'm pretty sure in real life it doesn't work out whatsoever. But I really just hated that rationale, that I'll do anything, kind of like Heavy Rain, like I'll do anything to save the one I love, blah, 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 blah. But that's just the story. And also what irked me about the story for this, it doesn't really have an ending. The ending kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, which is cool and all, but they decided to release the ending in extra chapters, episodic content, through DLC, and I always hate that. I like DLC to a point when it adds on, but recently people are doing it, making games and cutting stuff off and doing it as DLC to charge you more, and I hate that whatsoever. But Alan Wake, it was a pretty fun game. I like the light-dark mechanic, kind of cool lighting effects. Definitely creepy, kind of give you a really cool, like a Twin Peaks type of vibe. I definitely like it. They give you a real good sense of that outdoorsiness of that area. There's some drive-in segments where you drive around and you kind of get a sense of scale of this little kind of a mountains community. And I actually enjoyed the game. I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it to all you Xbox Livers out there. Definitely give it a try. Like I said, it's along the lines of kind of like the Silent Hills, but it's not as like gory or kind of abstract as those. But it's really kind of about it. Like I said, these are just basically two kind of games. Overall, I think I gave Alan Wake a 7.5. I gave its presentation 8, design an 8, gameplay 7, story 7. So 7.5 for Alan Wake. And like I said, these are new video game reviews or game video reviews that I'm doing on Low on Health. They would basically circumvent me writing reviews. Basically, if you are looking for kind of my bullet notes, which will probably get you the gist of what I've just kind of mumbled through, basically look in the information stuff right underneath the video. Basically like the comments thing, and that should have all my kind of just bullet points there in my score. But as always, thank you guys for watching. This is something new I'm trying to do and kind of where I'm going forward with Low on Health. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Hopefully.